Giving dignity of life, offering love and care unconditionally, and making one's life meaningful can be the best gifts one can offer others. That's indeed the heart and soul of all the works initiated by Father Gerard Nelliottukonam. Right from the early works at Puliyanthoppu to the present-day works at Wisdom Town, a great deal of good has been done to thousands of people, bringing life and meaning to their lives and shaping their future. All these humanitarian initiatives continue to be constantly nurtured, nourished and fostered by a number of people who form part of this mission all over the world. Many people, many organizations and friends have dared to care and share, and the good work continues today. The seeds were first sown at the Don Bosco Social Service Society, which devised a number of programs for the development of the neighborhood and empowerment of women. Education of the children was given a top priority, and promotion of games among young people and coaching them were seen as a means for generating employability. The suffering and plight of the lepers in Balaramapuram spurred the founding of the Balaramapuram Lepers Rehabilitation Trust on 8th December 1990 with the intention of negating the personification of this disease.
After my ordination, I was sent to a parish near a leprosy patients colony. Once a month I used to go for Mass, and after Mass I used to spend a lot of time with them. And knowing each one's history, I said, it's a marvelous thing if we can relieve their pain and agony. The setting in which they lived was miserable. So, thought of involving myself fully to relieve their pain and to give something better and to think of a bright future for their children. Right into my friends and people, whether they will be able to help me in my dream and a future plan for them. Some of them gave me hope, so I ventured. Started first medical, then housing, nice nutritional food, then education of children, and giving them a kind of training in various cottage industries, then looking for employment. And to my surprise, they corresponded to us very well.
Slowly, with his collaborators, Father Gerard founded Balpart, Balaramapuram Leprosy Patients Rehabilitation Trust, registered as a public charitable trust in India on 26th December 1997. A glance at the mission of Balpart will give a feel of the immense good that is being done and the upliftment and betterment brought about in the lives of the people through this project. Balpart believes that everyone should be helped as much as possible to live with dignity and honor through the principles of self-help and self-reliance, and that help and opportunities must be offered at every level of their lives with care and compassion, respecting their social and cultural aspects. With the great support and help of the benefactors and sponsors, 6 housing projects have been completed successfully, which was very much to the satisfaction of the beneficiaries. Under the Balaramapuram housing project, so far 80 houses have been constructed for the leprosy patients. The chapel dedicated to St. Anthony, inaugurated on 6th July 1990 in the middle of that locality, in memory of Mr. Ben Hannon, continues to cater to their faith formation. The Bedzatha Clinic, inaugurated on 9th June 1991, continues to offer medical facilities to the leprosy patients. The DBAU Hall, constructed and blessed on 22nd November 1994, facilitates youth ministry among the children of the locality. The Library and Computer Centre, blessed by Father Sean McFerrin, SDP, on the Golden Jubilee of his priestly ordination on 31st January 1996, continues to be a dynamic centre, offering a lot of training programs and primary education in computer to the children. The Tiruvattiyur housing project, which was inaugurated on 23rd February 2003, has given life to more than 26 families in the Gandhi Seva Gramam leprosy patients colony in Tiruvattiyur, providing them with individual houses surrounded by very healthy and hygienic conditions. The Tiruvallur housing project, which was inaugurated on 15th December 2004 in the Karunyanagar in Vengattur village in the district of Tiruvallur, has given life to more than 38 families of leprosy patients who have inhabited this area, and today more than 30 families have the happiness of owning a house and given their rightful place in the society. The Pattabhiram housing project, which was inaugurated on 4th February 2005, has provided 43 houses with the help of donations received from individual donors and small associations that have seen for themselves or had come to know of the works of Balpat. The Ponneri housing project, which was inaugurated on 27th January 2007, has provided 32 families stricken with leprosy a comfortable home. Many of these adults from the leprosy-affected families who are going for begging for their living have now a home to stay. The Avadi housing project, which was inaugurated on 1st February, has provided about 22 houses at Arunachalanagar, serving 22 needy leper families from very pitiable backgrounds. Jeeva Jyoti Illam. Balpat, which initially worked solely for the welfare and rehabilitation of the leprosy-affected people and children, realized that a good number of uncared aged people were abandoned on the streets and had nowhere to turn to.
Came forward one Irish lady, Alice Hannan, knowing me thoroughly well, sold her house and gave money to buy this place. And Father McFerrin and his people came forward to finance the first block, and that is how we started the work. A team of young people, boys and girls from Singapore and Hong Kong, met me for a short time on 4th April 1999. They took a liking for our dreams and plans for the uplift of the poor and the sick and the old. With their influence, they got us fund for the rest of the building. The first block was built by Father McFerrin's people. The rest of the building we could get it through very fast. The same year we had the blessing and inauguration on 11th November 1999.
The plight of these aged people abandoned on the streets became a heartbreaking problem and a matter of serious concern, and the need for addressing this issue in a fitting manner identified the need for a home for the destitute aged. Today, this orphanage for the old people houses 100 inmates taken care of by a team of dedicated nuns and laypersons. The whole campus has a lot of shady trees and ornamental plants and shrubs to add beauty to the concrete structure, as well as to bring freshness and beauty into the lives of the inmates. The home is now full to its capacity, but is constantly limping to manage itself financially, as the costs of all essential commodities, edible items and other consumable goods have gone high. New Life Centre Orphanage. This project was completed and inaugurated on 2nd May 2005. Soon, orphan children were admitted in the centre, and today there are nearly 10 orphans taken care of by Balpat. The dream of bringing together all the other initiatives in education and sports came under the banner of Don Bosco Wisdom Town Society, which was inaugurated on 2nd May 2005. The McFerrin Sports Hostel, which was blessed and inaugurated on 27th January 2007, in order to create an ambience where sports activities for young people could be encouraged in an organized way, has around 50 students in the hostel now. Training in sports has been a very good opportunity for young people to procure a decent job and settle down in life. Education is the key to success, and in order to offer quality education to all the needy and deserving children, the Don Bosco Matriculation School was started in 2006. This school primarily caters to the education of the children from the neighborhood and from the neighboring villages. The children are mostly from the socially disadvantaged and marginalized families. The school, which began with just 56 students, has now nearly 800 students in its 6th year of establishment. The school has its approval up to 10th standard, and more likely it will be upgraded to a higher secondary school in the near future. It is nearly a quarter century. And if one looks back at the immense good that Balpat has been able to carry out through its various activities, it is indeed soul-filling.
We gave them beautiful houses. I thought the first priority should have been food. I took a wrong turn, I thought, but on the contrary, today I rejoice. Giving a beautiful house meant to change a mentality, to keep the surrounding clean, motivating them to be a decent fellow in all aspects. We only did a condition, an undertaking. For 10 years, neither they can sell, nor mortgage, or rent it out. Now some of the colonies more than 15, 16 years, but none of them seem to sell it, but a better surrounding has created. And that's how we built houses for all these 6 colonies with this agreement, and total more than 250 houses are built. Children's education, we took the next top priority. Beautiful result. More than 200. They helped, and still we continue to help. They want to go for higher studies too. More than 50 youth helped in higher studies like nurse training, engineering, medical field like doctors. They are joy for us. Without we conscientizing, they are able to think and demand their rights. If you want us to vote for you, give us nice roads, drinking water, drainage connection. Everything is well laid, well built. You have to do the rest. Where are you? Unless you do, we will not vote. It's a kind of revolt. So in this way, all-round growth, a matured mind, and creating a better society, this we'll feel proud of our children. We also have a youth movement. Now, the rag pickers, those kind of street children are called Anbillam, a sweet home. For the leprosy and this kind of children we call Don Bosco, Anbullam, the heart of Don Bosco. The children feel that they are in the heart of Don Bosco. This movement is picking up, and they are growing day by day, and they are getting it organized. They will create a better world in the near future.
Everyone stops with great admiration as they gauge the immensity of projects carried out by this legendary visionary, Father Gerard. He has burned himself down and consumed all his energy for the needy and suffering people. His only desire now is to stabilize all these projects and ensure their sustainability and continuity.
We thank the Lord for all the blessings we have received, mainly for the rehabilitation of the leprosy patients. But we are keen on the children and their future. They should not get into the line of their parents. Generally, they go around begging. And regarding their disease, now it is curable, and future generation will be really healthy. So we are paying much attention for their education and some kind of qualification for their future. For that we have started the Don Bosco Matriculation School. So from the tender age till they complete the +2, before going to college, they can have in our matriculation school. Another important dream is to establish a kind of stability for the old age home. Started with 5, now always full, a few waiting. It's a heaven on earth. Even the well-to-do coming in, like to have a place, paying for it. And we are determined not to admit any moneyed people or those who don't deserve. We are for the weak and the sick, the unwanted, the unloved. I love the youth, and I am interested in all that the youth are interested. Sports and games are the best means to attract youth the Don Bosco way. I am dreaming of having the different sports activities, games and things and all here, and to bring the talented from the different parts of Tamil Nadu, and the best we can have it here, like table tennis, indoor games, carom, chess, football, basketball, volleyball, and the track events, sports events, to attract them to have it every now and then. And I am sure it will be the pride of place, not only for the province, the best sports institute for the Salesians, the whole India.
It has been all God's work, and I have been only a poor instrument to carry out His plans, says Father Gerard. The dream and passion of this legendary visionary has to carry on and continue to bear fruit abundantly. No doubt, all these humanitarian works have been possible because of God's unfailing providence and the goodwill, generosity and solidarity of benefactors and friends. This broken and suffering part of humanity has been nurtured and cared through all these initiatives, and these works and dreams have to continue.
Reverend Father Gerard Nelliotunam is a managing trustee of a Wisdom Town. In this house, the old destitute people are taken special care. And there is also an English medium school which caters to the poor children of the neighboring villages. There are many other activities organized for the welfare and the uplift of the marginalized, socially deprived people of this area. A work, an apostolate, which is very, very much in need of this place. And I recommend his projects and his requirements to people of goodwill for financial assistance, with which he will be able to do more good to the people I have already mentioned before. May God bless you and your friends for your generosity and for your readiness to participate in these humanitarian activities. God bless you.
The little good that each one can do can be the best investment on this earth. Every small drop, every small support, and every helping hand will make a big difference. And this mission continues to hope and trust on your participation, solidarity, collaboration, and generous support.